time right now, but $200 million, he's not a dumb guy. Okay. So I don't see that as a ulterior motive. Now, let me say this. Back in like the 70s or the 60s, the 80s too, we could push it even to the 90s. Maybe like Anna Nicole Smith, you had a chance to be able to get the old dude to put you in the will and you'll be set for life. But nowadays they hip to the game and they like, I don't know, I could still be 80 years old and pull mad chicks, you know, spoil them a little bit, have a little good time, and then I pass on and that's it. They left with nothing. So I don't really see that as an ulterior motive. I see probably the publicity as a good thing for her. She can catapult herself to something pretty nice by dating Lionel Richie. All right. They say a new study, if you wear glasses, you're 3 times less likely to contract COVID. Why? Because you can't see? Because I'm like, first of all, who wears their glasses with their mask? I can't see. The fog. My glasses fog up. I can't see. So they're not even on my face. And most of the time I'm losing my glasses now because I'm like, I got to take them off to go into the store. It's just a whole lot of mess. But that's the latest. That article is up on the Facebook page, Sunny Side of Life. Malcolm X. So, listen to this. Actually, I'm going to get to that after because I end up seeing Judas and the Messiah, and this kind of ties into what I want to talk about. So we'll save that Malcolm X story till after. Alex Trebek, as we all know, passed away like around November of last year. His son took his dad's suits and stuff that he's worn on Jeopardy and donated them to different charities. A couple of the charities are for homeless men. Some are for incarcerated men coming home that may need a suit, tie, dress shirt, dress pants. They donated that stuff. I thought that was freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. They didn't auction it off, put it towards his estate, divvied up the money between the kids. I thought that was awesome to do something like that. Now that just goes to show you the whole mindset of Alex Trebek and his family. That was so beautiful when I saw that on the news. Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma, Kentucky, Tennessee. Glad you guys are finally getting out of that terrible freezing temperatures and snow and ice and all of that. A lot of damage has been done. A lot of Republican senators, congressmen, politicians, whatever, dipped out of their place in Texas and wherever else and went to warmer weather or better weather and left their people that they're supposed to be working for behind to fend for themselves. While most of other political parties was down there helping raise money, helping clean up, helping giving out supplies. And don't get me wrong, I don't think that there is a political party that is 100% for the people, but you can tell who's definitely for themselves. Okay. And I'll leave it at that. But I'm glad to see that those states are finally getting back to some type of normalcy. I don't know where to start on this one. Okay, I'll start with a couple of movies that I've watched this week. And Sylvia's Love. That was a really good movie. I liked how they filmed it, like that look of it. Very 60s retro-y. Loved it. You know that was Kerry Washington's husband that was the lead in there. He was tall as hell. I was like, God damn, how tall is he? He's 6'2". Great actor. Used to play football. Was a cornerback for a couple different teams. And I'm like, he did such a fantastic job. I don't know how to pronounce his name, though, so I'm not even going to try. He's actually Nigerian born and came here and is killing the damn game. And with my girl, Kerry Washington. Okay. It was such a good movie. I loved it. I Care About You. Remember the chick from Gone Girl? And you were like, oh, this bitch. She is just conniving. I don't like her. She really made you not like her. And then you're like, Ben Affleck, oh my God, what a dummy to be with her. I'm pregnant. I have a baby. Well, she's in another one that you're going to be like, I fucking hate her. She probably get all kind of stuff thrown at her in public. People try to spit on her, especially after this movie. This movie, oh God, I could tell you because if you watch the previews, but I'm not going to give away the movie. But it's about a lady whose job is to be a representative. I know there's another word to use for it. Not like a proxy, but representative for seniors that don't have anybody or that may have family members that's not fully involved or whatever the case may be, neglected elderly. She is now their guardian. That's what it is. She's now their guardian. And she actually takes it to a disgraceful position where she's looking at it as a cash cow and getting one doctor she worked with to forge and lie on documents showing that the older person is incapable of taking care of their own, so they need a guardianship, and she swoops in and becomes the vulture that she is playing. This movie, when I started it, because I have a mom that's 81 years old, I stopped it. Like, I want to say the first 10 minutes, I stopped it. And I was like, I can't watch this. Like, it's gonna have me feel a certain kind of way. And then I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and watch it. Maybe like a couple hours later, I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and watch it. And I went and watched it, and I was outraged afterwards. I mean, I was pissed off. And I'm like, is this real? It's real. Like, it can really be done. And so the movie is so good that you have to watch. Like, there is no, you have to watch it. Because you better be informed on some of the legal stuff out there that can get you to lose your home, to lose your money, to lose your freedom as you get older, or even get to be in a position where even if you're young and you can't take care of yourself and there may be somebody that can do it or whatever the case may be, it's a good movie to watch to be informed. And you know, I remember my mom always would be like, oh yeah, no, I don't want that because they'll come in and they'll take your property. And I never knew I'm like, yeah, okay, Ma. And then this movie, oh God, it just makes me so angry that there's people out there that would take advantage of older people like that. So watch that movie, okay? So let's talk about the next movie I watched, and then we'll get into the Real Housewives. So the next movie I watched was Judas and the Messiah. Now, this is about Fred Hampton, one of the leaders of the Black Panther movement. out of Chicago. And, well, yeah, leader. And it made me angry at our government. It made me angry at leeches in our own culture that will sell us out for selfishness. The same way they sold us out into slavery. And the fact that Black leaders were targeted and killed, murdered, not killed, murdered, because there was really no concrete evidence of a threat except for the fact that we just wanted equality and respect that was well deserved. And it became a problem that they decided to kill, murder those that wanted to create a better life for us within our own community. Malcolm X, just recently, February 21st, was the anniversary of his murder. And there was information that came out about ex-New York City cop on his deathbed wrote a statement that said he was a Black cop, that said he was coerced and threatened to infiltrate the Nation of Islam to get closer to Malcolm X so that they can assassinate him. And he gave this information to a family member, told them to bring light to it, this confession, after he died. He didn't even want to be alive to do this. I say that's fucking coward. You stand up and you fucking say the wrong that's happened. You don't wait until your deathbed to say it so you can clear your conscience so you think you can go to heaven. You do that beforehand if you really wanted to care about what you did to our Black community. So now they're reopening this whole thing and launching an investigation through the whole FBI and everything about the assassination, murder of Malcolm X. So that is that on that part of it, which in this day and age, it's just unbelievable. I was speaking with my uncle and aunt on my husband's side, and they were saying how they came up through the civil rights. They came up when Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and all these civil rights activists were just trying to get us a little piece of the American pie. How we would be in a position where we are right now. Just unbelievable. So I would suggest watching Judas and the Messiah if you haven't already. The acting is superb in this movie. But you are going to get angry and pissed off. But you know what? Without those feelings, change can't happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's a great thing to watch that. So that was my thing that I wanted to come back with the Malcolm X. See, I tied that in there. So let's get on to the foolishness now. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you. I am hooked. I mean, right out the gate, these ladies is like, fuck it. Jen, the little Asian one, she is such a spitfire that I'm actually scared for the other castmates on that show because she gets a rage about her. And listen, we all get to a point like that, right? Where something pisses us off so much that it's like, all right, fuck this. But for her, it was literally every episode